There's never been a better time to be in real estate than it is right now. We are in a technology boom like I've never seen in my 31-year career. AI is taking over, but knowing that AI is available and understanding exactly what to do or how to prompt it to give you the best results is two completely different things. Today I'm going to give you 7 specific prompts that I know is going to help you in 2026. As we're preparing for 2026 and we're rolling into 2026, a couple things have become abundantly clear to me. These are the good old days. This is the time when if you're someone who really wants to grow a real estate business, there's never been a better time for you to take action and to really lean into your business. Today what I want to do is I'm going to break down 7 specific AI prompts that I know will help you position yourself as the expert locally. It'll help you drive more referrals. It's going to help you get a business plan you can work with, and it's absolutely going to help you do more business in the coming year. So let's get right to it. The first one I want to talk about is you got to start with a plan. So I'm going to give you the planning process and prompt that we use to help agents position themselves for a great year in 2026. So here's the prompt we're going to use. Help me build a personalized real estate business plan for 2026 using the following details. My 2025 production was, and you're going to enter the number of transactions and volume that you did. My 2026 production goal, and you're going to enter the transactions and volume that you are desiring to do in 2026. The lead sources I currently have are, and you're going to make a list of what it is you do to generate leads. My past conversion rates for each source are. Now these can be a percentage that you may be thinking they are, but the more details you give it, the better it will be. The time available I have each week for lead generation is, and you're going to give this in the number of hours. The strengths I have are, and you're going to list your strengths. Maybe that is hosting open houses. Maybe that is talking on the phone. Maybe that is working with past clients. Whatever it is. My weaknesses are, and you're going to make the list of the weaknesses that you see or things that you wish you could improve on in 2026. Give me annual, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily action steps I should take. Provide a trackable scorecard and key performance indicator targets for each lead source. And the last sentence I like to add is, if you have any questions that will help you give me the best results possible, feel free to ask as many questions as you need. Now, if you'll do this, it's going to spit out a business plan for you. Don't be afraid to ask it to modify. Like if it asks you to do certain things that you know you're just not going to do, make sure you modify that and say, I'm probably not willing to do those things. Can you give me an alternative for that to help me reach these goals? By actually modifying this and not just taking this and working with this a little bit, this shouldn't be something that you just do once and you're done. This should be something that you do. It provides the trackable details you need on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis that are really going to make a difference, and I know it's going to get you the results you're looking for. All right, the second prompt we're going to talk about is you have to understand what's going on in your marketplace and be able to communicate that out. So one thing is that it used to take me hours and hours every single week to look at the data from my local MLS to formulate exactly what's happening in my mind, and then also to prepare out what I was going to say about that so that people could understand that I understood the market, I could spot trends for them, and I could give them the best advice possible. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to use AI now with a specific prompt that is going to help us take the MLS data in, and it's going to actually formulate for us the talking points we need, and I call it my MLS Data Analyzer, and this is something that you can absolutely put to work immediately. Analyze the following MLS data and give me insights I can share with buyers and sellers. Include the absorption rate, months of inventory, list to sales price ratio, average and median days on market, price band opportunities, neighborhoods with momentum, a simple video explanation I can record, and here is the MLS data, and you're going to paste or export or even just a screenshot of the text of the data that you gather. Now listen, if you're not sure what to pull out of your MLS, you can do something as simple as just doing a 90-day market overview. That's going to give you the active pending solds. It's going to talk about the different price points. It's going to give data that will actually be able to be used. Now, a couple ways to do this. You can download this into a CSV file that you upload with this data. You can even just with snapshots take a picture of the data and submit it into ChatGPT and ask it to analyze it. Couple of things here now that you can just add on to this. It's going to give you some talking points. Again, don't be afraid to go back and ask it for additional details. One of the things that I like is hey, I like this specific thing. Can you put that in a graph format for me that would be easy for me to show to buyers or sellers that would help me explain exactly what I'm talking about? See, when you modify some of these things, but you take the data and you give it, and you have to understand, the more detailed you give the data, the more you are going to get back. So if you're wanting to compare specific neighborhoods, just take 2 of the reports with 2 specific neighborhoods, drop that in there and ask it to do the same thing we just did for the overall market for those those two neighborhoods, and you're absolutely going to get some results you can share. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about how can we give value to our sphere of influence. You know, I've said this for so long. Most people don't need new leads. They just need to have deeper relationships with the people that they already have in their sphere of influence. I call this the relationship fueler. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this prompt to get some ideas on how we can give value to that group and generate some referrals. Give me 10 ways to provide value to my sphere of influence over the next 30 days without sounding salesy. Include social posts, text messages, unexpected touch points, video scripts, and simple ways to spark conversations that turn into referrals. Now, one way that you can add a little more fuel to this, so to speak, is that you can actually give more details about your sphere of influence. So maybe you could say that my sphere of influence is typically first-time home buyers. My sphere of influence is, and talk about who they are or what they're associated with. My sphere of influence responds to lifestyle content, market data, whatever it is that you can talk to and give that information to ChatGPT about, or whichever AI you're utilizing. It's going to absolutely increase the value of what you get back from it. So just always remember, the more details you can give about your sphere in this type of prompt is absolutely going to help it begin to give you even better results on the back end. The next prompt I want to talk about is what I call the loyalty engine. This is the prompt where we're going to take someone who goes under contract and we're going to create clients for life. We're going to create opportunities to almost create a flywheel of referrals that this generates over the next 12 to 14 months. And this is what that prompt looks like. Design a client experience system that creates consistent referrals from contract to close and for 12 months after closing, including touch points, gifts, educational moments, scripts, social posts, a 12-month referral-driven follow-up plan. Make it easy, automated, and repeatable. Again, adding to this with more details about who your client is or the type of framing that you want on this will absolutely help. So you may want to add in there, my average client is a second home buyer. My average client is someone who is a veteran. Whatever you want to put in there. I would like for the tone of this to be more luxury feel. I would like for it to be more relational feel. Whatever you tell the AI, it's going to produce those types of results. These are all of the kind of things that you can do to absolutely create something where you take one sale and you turn it into multiple opportunities for additional transactions. Now, I know we've had a shift over to AI where everybody's talking about AI being the place that you want to be recommended, but don't sleep on Google. Your Google profile, business profile, as well as Google recognizing you as a local expert is still critically important because people are going to go in, whether you meet them somewhere else or they are someone that you're referred to, they're going to check you out on Google first. So what I want to do with this one is I want to share with you a way to optimize your Google profile, but also gives you the ability to tie in everything else so that you'll be recognized as an expert for anybody that Googles you. All of the following text from my website and Google Business Profile. Improve the messaging to increase trust, SEO performance, and conversion. Provide headline recommendations, bio improvements, testimonials to highlight, and keyword enhanced service descriptions. Here's my current content, and you're going to paste in there your website copy, your bio, your text, about your about section, and your Google Business Profile description. Now, currently, AI doesn't have the ability to go in and see what's in your Google Business Profile as much as we'd like for it to do, or there's a little bit of a question about this. So what I suggest is taking a photo of your Google Business Profile with all the details, or you can just copy and paste that stuff, drop it into the AI that you're putting this prompt in with so that it has the full details. Also, go to your website. Make sure that you match all of those things up as well, because anything that you're doing on both, it's going to give you that credibility, and Google's going to recognize the things that it sees that are similar so that it gives you more clarity. It gives it more clarity to understand who you are and that you are that local expert. Next up, what I call my 30-day lead and authority engine. This is for social media. We're going to create a 30-day action plan that will make you and show you as the local expert for all things, not just real estate, but specifically in the local area. So this is what this prompt looks like. Create a 30-day social media content plan that positions me as the local real estate expert in your city. Include hooks, captions, calls to action, real ideas, carousel concepts, posting schedule, and community-focused content that builds trust and drives conversation. Now, a couple extra things you can add here is that my business is driven mainly on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or wherever you are, so that it gives a little more depth to what the AI is considering for you. Also, maybe you talk about, I focus in on luxury buyers, I focus in on luxury sellers, or maybe it's that my area, my city, and the people that I typically talk to through social media are, and you explain who that demographic is. All of these things are details that will add layers to the conversation and also give you the opportunity to have a better plan of action that you can put into place. Last but not least, and one that has really taken on in the last 6 months is we want to make sure that we're the agent in our local market that AI is suggesting to someone who asks for who's the best agent in your city. So there are specific things we can do. We can put a plan of action together that will absolutely help you get that, and this is the prompt that'll do it. Create a strategy for becoming the real estate agent that AI recommends when someone asks who is the best realtor in your city. Provide a step-by-step plan that includes Google Business Profile Optimization, local SEO, online reviews and trust building, social proof creation, content topics AI tools look for, data I should publish regularly, local authority signals, networking signals AI factors in, a weekly checklist I can follow. Now, there's a couple things you can do to enhance this here as well, is to give the AI a little more information about you. So you should probably post in here the information from your Google Business Profile. You should focus on your bios on your website and the other places. You should give it 3 to 10 of your reviews. You should talk about your ideal client. All of those things that you can do to help it understand who you are, where you are in your business right now, and where you're trying to go. And by doing so, it's going to give you a plan of action that will immediately give you the ability to show up better in AI search. Listen, these are prompts that you can utilize that I know are going to help you have a great year in 2026. And if you'll position yourself as the local expert, you will absolutely see the amazing things that can happen in your business. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.